guys, welcome back to another video.
Go for it, go for it.
Here back again with another video, and it has been a long time since I've uploaded. This is actually going to be a complications within my pregnancy video. I recently was in the hospital for Thursday, Friday, Saturday for 3 days. Literally this past weekend. It is very late at night. It's actually 12:20 in the morning. But I wanted to kind of do an update and get this made. So basically what happened is Thursday, I want to say like around 7 o'clock, I started getting contractions, which, no big deal. Wasn't too worried about them. And we ate dinner, and then after dinner I started to get nervous because I noticed the contractions were getting, one, closer. I started timing them on my app, and two, I was getting tightening, but then I was getting tightening with pain like all along this area on both sides of my belly. And I've never had that before. So I said, you know what? I'm just gonna go ahead and we're gonna go to the hospital and we're gonna go get checked. So we went to the hospital, and my contractions were every 3 to 4 minutes. And I wasn't dilated, so that was really, really good. So they just had me on the monitors for like 2 hours, and then they sent me home and told me to just rest. So Friday, I had a doctor's appointment at 3 o'clock, and the contractions had stopped, nothing. So I get in the car, I start driving to my doctor's appointment, and all of a sudden I start feeling contractions again. I'm like, what the heck? I couldn't time them in the car, obviously, because I was driving. So I get to the doctor's office, and as soon as I sit down to get checked in, the nurse comes out and tells me that my appointment is canceled because my OBGYN had an emergency surgery that he had to do. Well, that made me nervous because I was like, but I'm having contractions. So they sent me upstairs to labor and delivery, and they monitored me again. So they put me on the monitor, they put him on the monitor. He was very, very active. Like super, super active. He was going crazy, and they actually have video of him going crazy that I may insert in with this. So anyways, they had me on the monitor for like 2.5 hours. So the nurse is like, you know what, your contractions are like 2 to 3 minutes, and they're kind of medium, but then like towards the end I started getting some like really, really strong ones. She's like, let me check with your doctor, but I'm pretty sure he's just gonna send you home. So she goes to check with my doctor, and my doctor's like, actually, I would like to monitor you for 24 hours because you've come in 2 times now with contractions. And he said the first time, your contractions were about 3 to 4 minutes. This time they're 2 to 3, so they're closer. And I want to give you the steroid shot for his lungs, and I want to give you a shot to make the contractions stop, but I want to make sure that we space it out enough. And I was like, well, okay. So I had to text Jerry and let him know that I actually wasn't coming home, that I was actually being admitted to the hospital for observation. They had me on an IV drip. I had 3 bags of IV fluids over 24 hours. That helped at like, I want to say, I was getting observed from Friday night at 7 to Sunday night at 7. I want to say around Sunday morning at like 6, the contractions had completely stopped, which was great. They gave me the shot in my thigh at 7. So this, it's like, you can see right there. It's where they gave me the first shot at 7 on Friday, and that's the steroid for the baby, for his lungs in case he comes early. And then the next shot they gave me was at 6:30 on Saturday, and that's right here. You can see that little they gave them to me on opposite legs. And then I had my flu shot, and then I had a lovely IV, and they were just making sure that my contractions stopped. I wasn't dilated at first, but then Saturday when I went in, I was dilated to 1 centimeter. So they were trying to get me to stop dilating too, stop the contractions. So it seemed like everything worked out. I came home last night and you can tell I'm exhausted. The only reason why I'm up right now is because I just got out of the bathtub because I was having severe leg cramps from the shots. My muscles are really, really sore. I slept pretty good last night. I think I got up 1 time. I went to sleep at like 11, and then I woke up at about 10 o'clock. So I didn't do anything today. Jerry and Taylor went to the grocery store, came home, put away all the groceries. The kids cleaned the kitchen for me, and I just pretty much am on not bed rest, but technically it's bed rest because I can only be up for an hour and then I have to lay back down. No strenuous lifting. I couldn't even go to the grocery store, like nothing crazy. So that's where I'm at right now. I actually was taking a bath for 2 reasons, because he hasn't really been kicking today, and you're supposed to have your kick count. So once I got in the bathtub, he started moving. But like I said, my stomach is super, super full right now, so that may be why. I've drank a lot of water today, like so much water. Just trying to stay hydrated, and hopefully tomorrow will be a little bit better. He will be moving a little bit more. I'm gonna call. I need to get back in to see my OBGYN since my appointment was kind of canceled, and go over everything. But basically what the OBGYN said is if he comes early, which is probably going to happen since I had preterm labor, at least he's had the steroid shot, and we know his lungs are pretty, all my ultrasounds, they said his lungs look fabulous, so I'm not worried about that. He's had a steroid shot, so there should be no really strong abnormalities or anything really wrong. He may just need to be in the NICU for like 2 weeks if he comes within the next week or 2. If he comes at 36, 37 weeks, he has a better chance. So I am going to try my best to limit my activity and just kind of mellow out so that he stays in there for as long as possible. That's the goal. The longer he's in there, the better off he'll be. But I'm going to assume that this boy is either going to be stubborn and stay in, or my body is going to be stubborn and kick him out early. I'm not sure. But I just wanted to do an update and let everybody know that I've had some complications, but as far as I know, everything looks good. He looks good. My bump is growing so much. I feel like I'm so big. He's sitting over here. His head is over here, and his little feet are over here. So he's asleep right now. My stretch marks are looking lovely. That's the only one I've got. So, yep. But that's the update. I just wanted to make this real quick, and then I'm probably going to insert some footage that I have of my belly. I've been kind of keeping videos of him kicking in the belly, so I may insert those in here with this too. But that is it, because I am incredibly tired and I need to go to sleep because tomorrow, well, it's Monday and the kids have school, so I need to make sure I'm up with them during the day. But other than that, I will see you in my next video. Bye.